What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and D. My name is Carrie, and today we're going to be talking about one of the coolest pens probably that I've used in 2023. That is a lot to say because I have used a lot of pens in 2023. Stay tuned, by the way, for the year-end videos, 2023 pen collection, ink collection, my favorites of that kind of goodness. It's all coming your way, believe me. But today, we have to say a big thank you. We have to say a big thank you to Emmy from Penventure because he has sent us something awesome, which you can probably see by the description and or the title. I posted on Instagram and my Patreon some good pictures of it. So hopefully you've already checked it out because on Instagram, link in the description, by the way, to Instagram and Patreon, should you want to help support me, thanks. That this is extremely limited edition. It's already over half sold out. So if you like this pen, please immediately link in the description below, click on it, check it out because it will not last much longer. It comes in a gigantic box. There's an outer sleeve, but I don't have it, or it's like the size of my head. I mean, goodness gracious. Golly gee. I'm in a weird mood. This opens up in a clamshell style. You've got the marketing material, and you have a full Leonardo bottle of ink. This is a black ink, and it comes nice and wrapped, ASMR style for you. Do any of you guys like ASMR? I don't get it. I've watched them. I do find them oddly relaxing, but I don't understand what they mean by like the tingles and stuff. Not for me, I suppose. Some of them are relaxing though, but not as relaxing and exciting as this fountain pen. I don't think so. This is the Leonardo Dodici. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce anything because, illiterate. I'm going to open up my notes here in my handy-dandy little notebook because this is the Dodici Midnight. It is, like I said, an exclusive at Penventure. It was a collaboration, once again, with Jonathan Brooks, excuse me, from Carolina Pen Company, and it is the primary manipulation material. I have never seen any material like this before. I have owned several primary manipulation. I do not know what's going on with my voice. Sorry. I have seen many primary manipulation. I have owned them, but I've never seen anything like this. And this literally does look like a midnight starry sky. It is absolutely gorgeous. The purple is insane. The silvery shimmer that's in it is just gorgeous. And I absolutely adore the facets. The facets feel so good in my hands. And that differentiates it from the traditional, where do I have some here? Leonardo style, where it's just kind of like, this isn't the Grande. I've since sold my Grandes because they're a little bit too big for everyday use. Whereas this is like basically the Grande size, but it differentiates it from like this traditional body, and I really like the facets. Now that I'm looking at my collection, I really don't have too many pens that have facets. I suppose the TWSBI Eco would be this is the Diamond 580 All, would be the closest thing that like in feel of the facets, but even this is a little softer than this, and I like it a lot. So yeah, definitely identifiable as Leonardo because of the traditional clip, the 3 silver rings, but it is magnificent. It also has a number 8 size nib. So it's a big beefy boy. I'll bring out that TWSBI again. Just look at the size difference. It makes the TWSBI look like a joke. Like an absolute joke. And then if I bust out the other Leonardo, this Leonardo has a number 6 size nib, which now looks like a teeny tiny baby. Now, granted, you can get a number 6 size nib if you choose. So you can get a number 6 or a number 8 size nib. They're only available in rhodium trim, which I think would be a disservice if it was offered in anything other than rhodium. Now, I will say I'm a little bit biased. Rhodium is my preferred method or aesthetic of pens, but I just don't feel like anything other than rhodium would go with the overall vibe of this pen. So you have a extra fine, medium, broad, and a 1.1 in the number 8 size nib. Or if you choose to do the number 6 size nib, you can get all of the above plus double broad, 1.4 millimeter stub, elastic fine, and an elastic extra fine. So you have a crazy amount of choice. It is nuts. And that's why I wrote them all down, because it's just bananas how much choice you have. The price is going to vary depending on what you want to do, like whether it's a number 6 size, number 8 size. So in euros, it starts at $585 and goes to $620. In USD, starts at $638 and goes up to $676. And Canadians, it's $854 up to $906. So it's not an easy spend. It's not an easy, quick purchase, but it is something that you will have in your life for basically ever. And the Dodici or Dodici, again, I apologize, Italians, literally translates to 12 facets. It's 12. It translates to 12, which represented by the 12 facets and midnight. There's only 73 pens in total. So definitely, like I said, check it out. It's already over half sold out. And you do get a piston fill, and it's a pretty big piston filler with a very lovely ink window, which you can see here. My ink is almost out. And it does hold about 1.5 milliliters of ink. It fits absolutely beautifully in my hand. It's a large size pen with a large nib, but it's pretty light. So I have written pages and pages and pages as I'm looking now at my notebooks. It's just stunning. Oh my God. It's just so beautiful. I love it so much. It writes really, really well, which actually, let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, your traditional sentence. The ink, by the way, is Pilot Iroshizuku Tsukiyo. This is incredible. It is also super wet. I will say, Emmy did let me know that he did tune this a little bit to write a little bit more wet. Because he knows that I really, really like that. So straight out of the box, it may not be as super wet as this. But the great thing about ordering from Emmy at Pen Venture is if you ask, he will tune it to your heart's desire, which is really, really nice. So regular, little bit of pressure. So slight, increase here, but I mean, just look at how much ink pours out of that. That's bananas. Reverse. Does reverse right, although I don't know why you would want to, but it can, should you choose. This honestly is nuts. It writes so well. It is so incredibly smooth. This is just bananas. This is the first time I've used a Leonardo number 8 size nib, and I have to say I'm very impressed. It is gorgeous. 14 karat gold. Absolutely stunner. Has the new logo on it. You can actually see, I just inked myself. Oh, you made me ease. If you know where that's from, 10 points. You can actually see a little bit of ink on the nib here. Very, very, very impressed. Like I said, I adore the facets. They're just, oh my gosh, guys. Like, I cannot capture how beautiful this pen is. There's just no lighting system that I have that will capture it. Do check out Emmy's video if you are seriously interested in this pen, because he does have a very nice setup with all the fancy lights and cameras and stuff that us mere mortals cannot possess. But he's much better to be able to capture some of that gorgeousness. But this, guys, like, I just can't even. It's so beautiful. I adore all the little like silver bits that just picks up the silver trim. Wow, I have ink everywhere, guys. I'm gonna need to go wash my hands soon. I love the ink window. This would be a very big shame not to have it. I do say, like, it does interrupt the flow a little bit of like just the gorgeous of the material, but I prefer to have an ink window regardless. Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty, and I've never really had any issues with it. I have had the odd like issue where it has skipped a little bit, but it's not skipping because of the performance. It's because on Rhodia or Tomoe River paper, sometimes I have had a couple things where, oh, it's not even going to do it now. When I get it like a ton, so like when I'm journaling and I have my hand on the page for a really long time and I do get like some oil on the page, which I have very dry hands, but when it does happen, occasionally I've noticed, like if I go to start, it'll catch for a second, but it's only when there's like some oil on the page, which would happen with everything. So it's not really a fault of the pen. But as always, I'm 100% completely honest with you guys with my experiences. Whereas it's also this ink. Excuse me. I had a different ink in this before. What did I have? It was a KWZ. I don't remember which one specifically, but it was a KWZ ink, and it did not catch on the oil, whereas this Iroshizuku does a little bit. So not necessarily the pen's fault or anything like that. Just more of the pen itself, or sorry, the paper and the oil itself. But even trying to do it here, of course, it doesn't work. So do I recommend this pen? Absolutely, 10 out of 10, yes. It is definitely pricey, but considering everything you get with it, all the handwork that goes into making the facets, all the actual blending of the materials, the number 8 size nib, the ink window, like everything, it's definitely worth the price, and it is something that you will have hopefully forever. So should you decide to pick one up, let me know in the comments section down below. Of course, this is not, there we go, the little rolly ball. I just find those so cute because, spoilers to some of the videos coming up, but it just fits in so nicely and it like rolls, and I quite enjoy that. This is a rickshaw, by the way. So yes, I definitely, absolutely, 100% do recommend that you check this out. Let me turn off my overhead light and see if that changes what it looks like for you. See in different lighting. I 100% do recommend that you at least check it out. Like I said, I know it's a little bit expensive, and it's the time of year where it's like expenses are extra tight. But if you have the funds, I highly recommend. Because this, you guys, I'm going to be incredibly sad to send back. Because this just makes my heart happy. So, there it is. And I love the fact that it doesn't roll. I love facets. I need to start buying more pens that have facets. Because I just love it. So, If you've made it this far in, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You're the reason, honestly, that I make these videos. Like I mentioned earlier, check out the description below for Emmy's website, as well as my Patreon and Instagram if you want to help support me. But otherwise, just hit the like, hit the subscribe. New videos, they're always coming. Little inconsistent these days, but what else is new? I'm consistently inconsistent. But anyways, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.